This guy is Tony Diaz. This is our allegedly, JDF's best friend, good friend. I think they're all friends, I'm not going to discount that. But he was recently called to testify on Aaron's stream, how close they were, kind of like, hey, validate my friendship. But as I was saying to you, I did interview Jacob Frank, who said Tony got deported. And here's that audio right here.
Ace. And dude, by the way, did you know that Tony got deported?
No way.
He got deported, dude.
Recently?
Yeah, bro, like after he got out of jail for his DUI, like fucking less than a year ago.
Where is he at now?
Peru. He's Peruvian.
Wow, I didn't know that.
And he got deported.
All right, so Tony got deported. Or after the DUI. Hey, look, man, Trump not playing. I thought the crazy part is I always thought Tony was like an American citizen. I never was like, wait, you not an American citizen? But apparently, I guess not or whatever. But Tony did kind of like insert himself into JDF's passing. And he did that, like when I would do these live streams, obviously you start getting a little bit of traction. This one got like 14,000. But this was like promoted by Sky and Tammy was watching. And turns out Tammy wanted to come on this stream that night, but I think I ended up speaking to her that night and I was like, it's just not a good look. And, I'll be honest, at first I was like, hey, what the hell happened? And I'm always been a guy of if you give me information to contradict my previous belief, I'm going to go with the new information. If not, I would just be a hater or, pig headed or something like that. So if you guys don't know, I did cover pretty much everything from the divorce documents. There go me holding up cupcake pans, which I lost in the divorce. Sky literally going crazy at Tammy, which I found like an old video of his death certificate, the custody battle for Drayden, the possible gang ties, who gets it all. Sky was going in on Tammy, calling her a liar. I interviewed Francis, broke down Sky's interview. And this was really when he came up on Sky's, was like, hey, why you keep talking about me? And we could just get to that right now, which actually birthed a lot of great sound bites. All right. Is this the Tony, the JDF's best friend, Tony?
Bro, why is my name being dragged through all this? What's going on?
Look, if you want to clear this, where like some of the sound bites came from.
What is going on? Of course. Certain things have to be kept private.
Things like that.
You dig, bro. You like to dig.
He literally told me I shouldn't be investigating too much.
You shouldn't be investigating too much.
He told me all of these things. And that's where the love of my life came from.
Love of my life.
Because he said like Tammy and Jenna was loving his life. And I was like, wait, what? There's some things up. She made some allegations that you told her about a will.
I hear two voices. Hold on one second.
You have to mute the YouTube stream. You tell me. She said you told her that, what did she say? That you told her about
all I know is this. Number one, I hear from Tammy that my name is being dragged through this. What is going on?
I mean, like, he thought he was going to ask me, like, what is going on a million times and my answer was going to change. I'm like, look, dog, Sky is accusing you of lying about a will to obtain her information, to let her know she was, getting nothing. And that was like the allegation. And that's what I said flat out. Like, dude, what do you want me to say? I just told you. She said Sky Hunter said you told her she was in the will. Did you tell Sky?
There was no will. What are you talking about?
Okay. So you're telling me that Sky, did you collect Sky's
I collected
address?
Sky's social.
Okay.
Her phone number.
Okay.
Her information for whatever was going on with Tammy and I don't even, it's not even a will. It's a what do you call it?
It's a trust. And look, even though I knew the word, I was like, I'm not giving you no information. Everything I said is going to 100% come from you. It's not going to be me saying anything.
Dig, bro. You like to dig. I don't even know what it's called. Like,
So you did collect Sky's. Yes. Are you his best friend?
Of course.
Okay. All right. And how long had
You see, of course, he was like, Aaron's like, well, I knew him better and no one knew him like me did. I'm just like, dude, y'all over here fighting for JDS best friend and he's gone. And like, here's the thing, guys, you can 100% have someone as your best friend. Like I could probably be some of y'all best friend, but then like, who do I consider my best friend? You have things like that.
And I'm tell you right now. But for what?
It's not me who bringing you up.
No, but I'm asking, why is my name being dragged?
You have to talk to Sky, who's bringing your name up.
No, I'm asking you why.
Dude, like I'm not no goddamn Sky mind reader, and she wasn't even on my platform. She was on someone else's platform talking about him. Like all these people came for after JDF passed. If he never would have clicked the link, no one would have ever known about him. But he ended up clicking the link.
I can't read her mind why she brings you up.
No. I'm asking why.
She made allegations that you collected her information for a will. She made another allegation that she
not for a will.
Okay, all right, cool. She made another allegation that she called Tammy the B word, and you told Tammy that she called her a B. Can you speak on that?
Not gonna happen. Nope, never.
You never. So Sky never confided in you that she thought Tammy was a B, a bush.
Never.
Okay. All right. So those were the only two allegations.
Now look, he could have just left and got the hell on, right? But he ended up like backtracking. It was like, oh yeah, I guess she did. Because Sky, like this one, everything was happening, and Sky would just be like, okay, he's lying. Here's proof. Just cook them right there because she's watching the stream.
That I recall that were made with your name in it.
I talked to you a couple days ago because I wanted to set the record straight, correct?
Sure.
No, he talked to me to tell me like stop digging, man. It was like like
you shouldn't be investigating too much.
I think Tony knew things like the old trust/will. Maybe JDF didn't tell him. He amended it. It's plain to see the scammer duo hate him. Oh man. Yeah, I don't think Sky and Jacob are too fond of Tony.
Oh yeah, you did.
Okay. So I wanted to set the record straight because a lot of what's going on shouldn't even happen.
Like what?
For example, like all the how do you put it? Like all the things about my friend, bro.
What things?
like sometimes people be like, oh, this shouldn't be happening. I'm like, what shouldn't be happening? Bro, I'm not about to read your mind or assume. Like, you're going to either have to spell it out or I'm going to just write you off as like, incoherent.
Everything. This is private information. Like, what do you have to like?
One, it was never private information. It was all public information that I requested from the toxicology report, which got, that was provided to me. Compliments of the great state of Texas, to the same thing for the death certificate. Everything I got from the divorce to the custody battle was provided to me via public information requests.
Why would you have to divulge all this information?
People want to know what's going on in his life.
I understand.
Did he ever drink around you?
Look at me go straight for the gusto, man. I'm like, hey, what's going on, man?
Of course, back in the day, of course.
Look,
so prior to his demise, you never observed him drinking any alcohol?
Bro, we used to party so much, it's not even funny. Back in the day.
Yeah, so is that...
But he was sober for so long. That's the one thing.
So you never saw him engage in alcohol?
After 10 years, no.
After 10 years, no. So none in 2022?
The last 10 years, he was not sober. He was sober, I'm sorry.
Okay, he was sober. Okay. Was he reconciling with his wife? Did you know anything?
Yes, I'm the one that got them back together.
Oh, how did you do that?
Again, I'm not going to divulge all this information because it's private.
Okay.
But I'm the one that got them back together.
And Tammy did confirm that, yeah, it was him. Right here, this is where he look at me. I had to go edit this and post to block out his child's face. But here we go, where he was like, where I'm just like talking, she coming in, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, get your goddamn kid off the camera, but let's see if it plays. It's such an old video, but 4,000 views back in January 25, 2023. What's going on? Do I gotta refresh it? We're at the 730 mark.
Tony, can you hear me? Can you give me a thumbs up? For sure.
You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. And I think
including with you, trying to be too investigative, to be kept private, I want to say, please, I understand that the fans want to know all about this. I get it. I get the fans want to know about what happened with him personally, emotionally, all these things. But certain things have to be kept private.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. And I think
including with you, trying to be too investigative. Relax, bro.
Am I getting too close, or what's going on?
What I'm saying is that you shouldn't be investigating too much. Sometimes certain things have to be kept private.
Now, his daughter would go on to tease him about this, and he would actually enjoy the sound bites that came from it. And right here, he was posting it to his story, 4,000 people saw him. People were laughing hard on that one. I did email you the sound effects, which I ended up sending it to him. I don't think so. It's all good, bro, for all the fun. But if anything, I want to thank you for keeping certain things private. Look at this, man. As far as my sound bites, use them. I don't care, bro. As I told you, I laugh about it now. I just want a hoodie for me and my kid for, the Stop Digging low. And guys, I sent I believe I sent him and his daughter a hoodie. I don't know what he did with it. It's just like, sometimes people just want stuff. And I was like, oh man, cool, no problem. So, but this also birthed the infamous love of my life, the love of my life clip, where I'm like, hey, do you love this person? Do you love that person? And he was like, yeah, love of my life. And I'm like, what about Sky? He's like, oh yeah. I'm like, what about Jacob? He was like, oh yeah. yeah. It was look, we're about to get to it right here, right? Let's see if it works.
But you're not generalizing it. The same way
I can see. All right.
I'll give an example.
You're right. Sure. Certain people you fall out with and then you get back into the fold. Okay.
Correct. So, for example, I'll give an example. Do I love Tammy? Love of my life. Do I love Jenna? Love of my life. Do I love Sky? Love of my life. Okay.
What about Jacob and Hunter?
Look, man, I had to. What about Jacob and Hunter? Just cook. Hey, right there. You're like,
same thing. Jacob and Hunter, bro, we raised them. My mom, right? Oh. Love of my life.
So,
for example, the same way
I can see. All right.
I'll give an example.
You're right. Sure. Certain people you fall out with and then you get back into the fold. Okay.
Correct. So, for example, I'll give an example. Do I love Tammy? Love of my life. Do I love Jenna? Love of my life. Do I love Sky? Love of my life. Okay.
What about Jacob and Hunter?
Same thing. Jacob and Hunter, bro, we raised them. My mom raised them.
Wow.
Okay. So when I say I get deep, I know the whole thing. So, but we don't say certain things because we keep it private.
Well, I appreciate you coming on, Tony, and being so honest, man, and maybe sharing like your perspective on this whole thing.
Bro, I'm telling you, again, if fans want to know, I'll tell you, bro. People have seen me. People have seen me in public. I'm open to everything, but at the same time, there's certain things that we keep private.
Now, here's the thing with Tony. This was circa 2023, and this is when I think at first he didn't like me, but then he was like, "Dude, I just want the truth, right?" And sometimes the truth will set you free. But as of recently, the truth has not been on Aaron's side or the audio, however Aaron wants to spin it. Being negative, it's silly. So he solicited Tony, who, like I said, was, well up in the limelight, Never like this when Jason was alive, but definitely like this after he passed. Even was on the convention panel. Up there, I'm like, oh, I guess, whatever. Not my thing, not my choice. But this is the history of Tony Diaz, and you're actually about to see him like right here, where Aaron kind of like, hey, Tony, can you come help, tell people that me and JDF was friends? And I'm just like, dude, this is so forced. And I imagine what ended up happening was Aaron hit up Tony, was like, hey man, there's some audio out there, people thinking I wasn't JDF's friend. And you were there that night. So can you clear it up? And all that good stuff. And I think Aaron was like, I have some of that audio. I'm like, he don't got it all. He had to get the whole shebang from me or whatever. But that's the thing. Jason, I don't even know who recorded it, in all honesty. The Illuminati didn't say. But I'm sure when he heard that audio, it was a surprise to Aaron for the first time. It was a surprise to him. I think he would be lying if he said, oh no, I heard it all the time, man. I remember when he said it, even though he wasn't there. All right, so
Jason's best friend. Obviously known him for how long? 15, 20? How long did you know Jason for?
Since I was 9 years old, bro.
Yeah, so long time. And you got to work on White Dragon.
I did.
You did. So you came down. So what was it? So
like, this is the whole spiel. Let's bring Tony in to invalidate the audio, and we'll save that for the next video. But there is the history of Tony Diaz in my channel and my understanding. And like despite like he came on my channel multiple times. It wasn't just that time. Like I said, after I covered I covered everything in Jason David Frank's life. The last time Tony came on was literally after I went through all the text messages. We had an exclusive interview with Tammy right here. And then Tammy, big balls Tammy, because she got more balls than Aaron, just came on and just answered every goddamn question that fans had. Not once, but 2 times. She was on the channel 2 times live. Ask me your worst. Do your worst. And the Flat Earthers, you guys remember the group of people who swore up and down that she like roped them up and all this other stuff. Extremely quiet. So, I wish Tammy the best, man. I hope she looking to Aaron, but who knows, man? She could be wrapped up in the Aaron camp. But there go your history of Tony Diaz right there.